Hi everyone, welcome back to Africa Budget Pellet Gunner. My name is Tyron and today we're going to be doing a review. What we're going to be reviewing, none other than the Crosman 1077. And this is actually quite a nice little rifle. I really enjoyed it. So let's think about this one for a moment. So this was basically based off of the standard 22 long rifle, the 1022, and that's what this shape and this design is based off of. It does come with a plastic stock, but it's pretty sturdy, pretty hard plastic, so nothing wrong with that. It's got a steel barrel which has an open sight here and an adjustable rear sight, but this one does not have fiber optics. The front one does have fiber optics. Then moving back a little bit, it has got an 11mm dovetail on the top here. This is all plastic, however, or polymer, but yeah, it works pretty well. It works very good enough, so you can definitely use it. Everything else underneath is pretty much plastic or polymer, so we've got our little magazine in here with our basically to try and represent or resemble a standard magazine, which would go into a normal 22, and that just clips in there, nothing funny. Then moving back, we've got the trigger here with the push through safety at the top, and the safety works really nicely. So safety on, trigger is completely locked up, safety off, you're ready to fire. The trigger on this is fairly heavy, around about a 4 to 6 foot-pounds trigger, or 4 to 6 pounds trigger, so it is heavy, but the reason for that is because it is a semi-automatic, and the semi-automatic is what really makes this such a fun little rifle to shoot. So today I've got it paired up top here with a little red dot. This is a very cheap red dot, and these are fairly inexpensive CO2 rifles as well. So it does work with CO2 in the front here. You put in your capsule, tighten it up just like any other CO2, and it works quite well. The other thing that you might need to just keep in mind when you do these magazines, so you want to make sure that the pellet is seated nicely inside there. If it's not seated properly inside there, what will happen is it will tend to skip one or two as you're going through your firing cycle. So just be careful of that, but not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. That just goes in there and clips in there. Very simple, easy to use, and you can shoot as fast as you can pull the trigger. So alright, so I think what we're going to do today, I did do a bit of a crony with this. I'm getting around about 550 to 560 feet per second. It is advertised as 600 feet per second, but I'm getting a little bit less than that. And from what I've looked up and reviewed on this, definitely I can see that there is some issues with sealing on the magazine, which we might be able to fix down the line. And let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see those videos of me working on this 1077. So another thing that I would obviously like to do going forward is to try and get this trigger a little bit lighter, but yeah, we'll have to open it up and see if there's something that we can do to make it a bit lighter. So today I'm going to be doing 5-shot group, 15 meters, just with a red dot. So let's see how it goes, and hopefully we can get a decent group. One thing you'll need to bear in mind, because it is CO2, you'll need to slow down a little bit, because if you're going to fire off those shots as fast as possible, you're going to have a quick drop in your feet per second, which you don't want. You want to have a consistent feet per second if you're shooting target work, but if you're just plinking, obviously not a train smash. So yeah, let's do a 5-shot group. I'm going to do a 5-shot group shooting nice and slow, and then I'm going to do a 5-shot group shooting as fast as I can. Let's see if we can get a decent group on here. What I'm going to be shooting today, JTS dead centers. This is the 177s, and so far I really like these pellets. Yeah, but that's a story for a different day. Let's get to shooting, and then we'll come back and do an overall opinion and what this can be used for. Let's do it. Alright, let's start with our 5-shot group. Set off. And just remember, this is with the red dot, so can't be too harsh on the rifle. Just counting to 10 in between shots, just to give that CO2 a little bit of a chance to recover. Can't really see down there, but hopefully it's a fairly decent group. Let's do the last one. Alright, let's have a look, and then we're going to do a group as fast as we can. Alright, so that 5-shot group, not the best group in the world, but considering we're using a red dot, considering that yeah, it's the first time or first pellet I'm actually testing with this. Definitely not too bad, probably about a 1-inch group. Alright, now we're going to shoot 5 shots as fast as we can. Alright, 2 more shots left on this magazine. Let's do some targets there. I must say, it is super fun to shoot it as fast as you can. That's one thing I really enjoy about it. Let me go have a look at that group. Alright, so what can we conclude from this little rifle? Well, one thing I can tell you for sure, this thing is super fun. And looking at the group that we shot, just shooting as fast as we can, that group was actually pretty good, probably better than the one that we shot taking our time. But yeah, we have to remember it was shot using a red dot, so obviously if you use a scope you'll be able to get a tighter group as well. So definitely one thing is for sure, this thing is super fun to shoot, and I would definitely recommend this for especially young ones that's starting, or even someone that's starting in air rifles as a whole. This would definitely teach you a lot of those basic fundamentals, and it would be a nice starting point into CO2 rifles, definitely. Would I consider this for target work? No, most definitely not. The reason for that being is the trigger is just too heavy to be able to hold it on target when you're pulling. Yes, you will get used to the trigger, you will get more accurate as you get used to it as well, but definitely I don't think this is a target rifle by any means. However, what I would probably suggest it for, other than just plinking and having fun, is maybe short range rack work, something like within 10 meters or so, especially because it's semi-auto. You can really pop off the shots as quick as you can, and it will be accurate enough at 10 meters to do rack pest control, definitely. So I think you could probably use it a little bit for maybe some doves or pigeons. If it's close range, 10 meters or so, you would be able to use it. I wouldn't go out to 20 meters with this rifle. So yeah, that's my conclusions. Definitely, I love it. It's a nice little rifle. I definitely think I'm going to be doing some work on this little rifle, and it's fun. It sure is a lot of fun. If you want to get your youngsters involved, this is definitely something that they would love as well. And just beware, you're going to burn a hole in your pocket with pellets and gas, because once you start pulling the trigger, you're not going to want to stop. So definitely a hell of a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, go and get yourselves one. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it as well. And till next time, happy shooting. See you around. Alright, let's have some fun. Absolutely love it. It's at 15 meters, bang on target. I think the first one or two might have been me. I was a little bit low, but other than that, hit everything I was aiming at. That was super fun. And I'm sure if you give this to anyone that's touching an air rifle for the first time, they would not be able to argue that that was a lot of fun. So yeah,